No. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Hope you're having an outstanding day. Pete Colclasure is here. He is the Salem head basketball coach, and we are going to talk. You're the third, by the way, in my series of coaches.
Okay.
As we've had Pete, not you're Pete. We've had Scott McElravy from Fairfield and Jason Hanson from Florida.
All right, perfect.
Two teams that you're going to be playing, right?
Yep. Well,
so yeah, this will be good for y'all can get together and watch these shows at the same time. That sounds like a good time for everybody. But you're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, and we do appreciate you tuning in wherever and however you are. As this is a happy November 10th, Monday, November 10th. Let's tell you a few things going on in and around your neighborhood. I'm going to cover today and tomorrow, as of course tomorrow is Veterans Day, and we'll cover both of those and see if you can't find something to do. You really should be able to find something to do. Sisney High School here on the 10th. Actually, there's a few of these. Here on the 10th, Sisney is honoring the local veterans with the Veterans Day breakfast. If you're watching this right now, you can still get there if you're in Sisney. The officers hosting their first annual Veterans Day breakfast on Monday the 10th. Of course, they'll be out of school on the 11th. Event started at 9:30, started at 7:30, goes till 9:30, and is designed to show appreciation for the veterans of Wayne and Clay counties. The breakfast menu will include pancakes along with sausage, scrambled eggs, fruit salad. Need more of that at these breakfasts. Biscuits, coffee, juice, and milk in addition to the meal. Attendees will have an opportunity to participate in Wreaths Across America ceremony, where donations will be accepted to support local wreath-laying efforts. The Sisney High School FFA encourages all local veterans to attend and to enjoy a morning of community recognition. For questions, attendees can call Claire Cannon at 516-1770. I said Sisney, the first of many schools doing things today. Iuka Grade School. You got kids, Pete?
Iuka guys? Iuka kids?
Do you have any kids?
Oh, no, I do not. Sorry.
No, I didn't know if you did or not. I was going to ask if you had any kids going to Iuka.
Oh, no. Well,
so without any kids, I'm guessing no.
No. But Iuka's fresh on the mind because we just went and watched Iuka Somerville play last night.
Grade schools playing.
So we watched a couple of our feeder schools play last night.
That's cool. How'd they look?
Not too bad. Somerville ended up beating them, but pretty competitive game for the most part.
That's all you can ask at that level, that's for sure. Iuka having their school Veterans Day ceremonies, their program, at 9 o'clock. Right now, everyone is invited to help them honor their veterans. The American Legion will be there to present the flag. The plan for the program is to take place in front of the school. Now, that probably depending on the weather, I think it's supposed to be pretty solid again. I think it's supposed to rain Sunday. Monday ought to be okay. If it rains, they're going to move it inside the gym anyway, so that's cool. If you have any questions, contact Melissa Eddings at Iuka Grade School, 618-323-6233. Also on Monday, caregiver, this is interesting, up in Effingham. This is going to be at the Effingham Performance Center. A caregiver documentary, movie screening, and panel discussion. The Mama Joe Project. This is free for all attendees. Mama Joe Project is an educational outreach designed to reduce disparity around health and caregiving for elders with Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. This event will include a documentary film called Mama Joe, Hope and Health that will focus on caregiving, followed by a panel discussion that includes a physician, a caregiver, a policy, and or a resource person. Local agencies will be available to provide resources to attendees and they will provide a printed resource guide for the event. So it's for the caregivers for folks with dementia and Alzheimer's. Y'all probably need a break, and it doesn't hurt you to learn more about those dread diseases, that's for sure. What's going on Tuesday? Well, it's November 11th. That means, of course, it's Veterans Day. In Flora, the Veterans Day observance will be held at 10:30 a.m. at the Library Park. All at 10:15, all units will assemble behind the American Legion on Mill Street, and then they'll be joined by the Floyd Henson Junior High School Band and Flora Boy Scout Troop. So that'll be fun. Again, the program starting at 10:30 there in Library Park in Flora. Veterans Day up in Louisville. At the American Legion, the Veterans Day observance in Louisville on Tuesday at 1 p.m. So you can go hit them both. Begins at 1 p.m. the Clay County Veterans Memorial on the southeast corner of the courthouse in Louisville. I do know that the one in Fairfield on Tuesday is at 11 a.m. sharp. They always do it the same time each year, 11 a.m., because that's when the armistice took hold, 11 a.m. on November 11th of 1918. That's in Fairfield. Also on Tuesday, Grief Share at the First Baptist Church in Louisville. Grief Share will be hosting a one-day Surviving the Holidays meeting. It'll be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at the First Baptist Church in Louisville. So if you're worried about, if you have grief and you're worried about surviving the holidays or having a tough time over the holiday period, and goodness knows a lot of folks in Louisville are still dealing with grief over the recent passings. Yeah, this meeting might be good for you. So again, Tuesday night at 7 o'clock at the First Baptist Church in Louisville. Also, up in Effingham, a blood drive at the St. Anthony's Memorial Hospital, hosting their community blood drive with Impact Life. This is an Impact Life blood drive from 7:30 a.m. tomorrow until 12:30 noon 30. That's at 503 North Maple inside the auditorium. You need to use the pre-surgical entrance. It is a blood drive to donate. Please contact Impact Life. You do want to make an appointment. That's a 1-800-747-5401 or visit bloodcenter.org and use code 70739 to locate the drive. They'll walk you through all the procedures. It's potential donors must be 17 years of age at least, 16 with parental permission, weigh more than 110 pounds, and have a photo ID. And it doesn't take much time. It's a safe, simple procedure. Takes about 45 minutes to 1 hour. Individuals with diabetes or controlled high blood pressure may be accepted as eligible donors. All kinds of depends on what pharmaceuticals you're having to take. So, and they can walk you right through it. Like if you're taking blood thinners, yeah, they probably don't want you. But if you're taking most other drugs, you're all right. That is going on. Okay, I ask everybody whenever they come on and I have a blood drive, do you give blood?
I have not.
You have not given blood.
I am not a needle person.
That's fine. People are certainly, takes all kinds to give blood. And having given 140 pints of blood.
My goodness.
I can tell you, if you're not a needle person, you don't want to be there. You're making the right choice. If you're scared of needles,
something about it.
Because, you can get by with, it'll take the shot for the flu virus or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a little small, skinny needle. You don't want to look at the ones
I'm sure
donate blood in.
We have 3 or 4 a year at the high school in Salem, and it's a lot of you giving blood today.
Wander down there one time, and next time you get a flu shot or a COVID shot or whatever you get, take a look at the needle and see how skinny it is. It's just a little small blade of grass. Wander down the next time you're having a blood drive and and ask them to see a needle. It's like you're looking inside a hot dog, man. If you don't like needles, I just scared everybody away from the blood drive.
No, go give blood. Go give blood.
Give blood. Make up for Pete.
Yes, take my place.
There you go. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, this is cool. This is National Vanilla Cupcake Day. Cupcake lovers celebrate each year on National Vanilla Cupcake Day. Falls on November 10th. Indulge maybe in one or, who knows, several vanilla cupcakes. Cupcakes can be traced back to 1796, when a recipe notation for a cake to be baked in small cups was written in American Cookery by Amelia Simmons. She was basically the first person in the U.S. to talk about cupcakes. Cupcakes were originally baked in heavy pottery cups, but however, today some bakers do still use individual ramekins, small coffee mugs, large teacups, or other small oven-proof pottery type dishes for baking cupcakes. However, today cupcakes kind of an art form. Bakers create elaborate decorations and displays utilizing a variety of ingredients. Vanilla seems pretty tepid. What's the weirdest cupcake flavor you can recall eating?
Weirdest.
Or the strangest, maybe the most unexpected.
I don't know about unexpected, but I love a red velvet
That's a good one.
cupcake.
I had the oddest one. It was a bacon covered maple syrup and bourbon
Oh my goodness.
cupcake.
And they put all that on there?
It was all in the frosting and in the mix.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was astonishing. It was
It's a lot of flavors going on there.
A lot of flavors going on at the same time, and you almost need a fork to eat.
I bet so.
Almost need a fork. So yeah, today is Vanilla Cupcake Day. What else is going on today? It's also happy birthday to the United States Marine Corps on November 10th. It's the 250th birthday for the U.S. Marines. Starting on November 10th, 1775, the Continental Congress first established the Continental Marines on that date, leading up to the American Revolution, or during the American Revolution. 2 battalions of Marines fought for independence both on land and at sea. The birth of the U.S. Marine Corps began as a way to augment naval forces of the Revolutionary War. In the Revolutionary War, and the recruiting headquarters were in the Tun Tavern on Water Street in Philadelphia. I think you can still go to that site, the tavern may still be open under new management, something, but I believe there's some notification or plaques and stuff that tells you this was where the Marine Corps was born, as this one back in 1775. The Corps was abolished at the end of the Revolutionary War, however, restarted back in July of 1798. Congress ordered the recreation of the Corps, named it the United States Marine Corps, and directed that it be available for service under the Secretary of the Navy, and that's where they have been for years. On his birthday greeting, more than 70 years ago, General Alexander Vandegraft, the 18th Commandant, noted a birthday is fitting, time to peer backward and forward. They had a gigantic happy birthday ball, and I believe they still have a giant Marine Corps ball every year. So something that, if you're a Marine, hoorah. And I'm not sure I've even permitted to say that, but yeah, hope you have a great day. Also, of course, Tuesday is Veterans Day. This remembers, folks occasionally get Veterans Day and Memorial Day mixed up. Memorial Day is to honor the folks who were killed in war, while Veterans Day is to honor everyone who served. And so a lot more people qualify to be honored on Veterans Day. This honors military veterans who served in the United States Armed Forces. The holiday coincides with Armistice Day and Remembrance Day, which marks the end of World War I. Those observances reflect the end of significant hostilities on the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918, when the armistice with Germany took effect. Initially, the U.S. observed Armistice Day as well. However, it evolved in the current Veterans Day back in 1954. Woodrow Wilson first proclaimed Armistice Day in 1919, and it went on from there. Says something here. It is grammatically acceptable to write or print the holiday as Veterans Day with a I don't think they do it on either of these, with a apostrophe before the S or after the S. However, the United States government declared that the observance using the attributive no apostrophe rather than the possessive case in the official spelling. So that's how you get veterans in grammatically incorrect. Are you an English teacher?
Nope.
What do you teach?
We do some PE and weight training.
Hey, so you do no English at all?
No.
Good for you. You probably don't give a rip where that apostrophe's showing up in veterans.
Not too worried about it.
Well, I don't blame you a bit. So there you go, folks. That is Veterans Day for you. And let's tell you a little bit about what to see on television tonight. NBA basketball. The Spurs are at the Bulls. That's on CSN Channel 353, Chicago Sports Network. Also, in basketball, bunch of college games. The doubleheader on Big Ten Network at 5:30. What's Maine's? You remember Maine? Remember the Maine? Their mascot.
Maine.
You can do this. You can do this. I feel good about you, Pete. You got this. I haven't asked you a trivia question all
No,
day. This is the first one
I'm thinking Maine. Are we talking like lobsters here?
That'd be a great one. The Black Bears.
The Black Bears.
The Maine Black Bears at the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. 7:30 will be Cleveland State at Northwestern. What's Cleveland State? You're too young to watch them whenever they went to the tournament like 2 or 3 years in a row.
Yeah, probably
back in
so.
the 80s.
Cleveland State.
The Vikings.
Okay.
Northwestern's the Wildcats. I'm going to keep asking you.
Let's go.
One right.
Bring it on.
All right. That's on, by the way, Big Ten Network as well. Doubleheader on Fox Sports 1. Columbia at UConn. UConn, you get easy. Huskies. And Columbia in New York City is the Columbia Lions.
The Lions.
You're never coming back.
Ask me SEC teams.
I don't have any. Okay. Well, you see, I'm getting all that to get to the one on the ACC network. Miami is at 6:00. Miami hosts Stetson. I have a cousin that teaches at Stetson.
Stetson Cowboys?
That's a great guess.
Close?
Hatters. The Stetson Hatters.
But it's a cowboy hat.
It's a cowboy. Stetson makes hats.
There we go.
The Stetson Hatters, and of course the Miami Hurricanes. Monday Night Football, the Eagles at Green Bay Packers. That's on ESPN Channel 360 and ABC at 7:15. That's Pete Colclasure. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be back to talk Salem High School basketball right after these words. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Cats TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that has set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. That kind of makes it difficult to get games then, unless you're playing other teams that you're not playing.
Yeah.
Makes it a little difficult. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Guest today is Pete Colclasure. He is the Salem High School basketball coach. Welcome, Pete. I appreciate you coming back this year. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
You're entering year number 3 as the head basketball coach at Salem.
I think I'm year 5.
Well, okay, they didn't put all the years
They
in.
skipped me in there?
Well, they've got the bottom. They've got the first 2.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even notice that. Kevin Green, I am now ticked off. We got to get Kevin shape up so you better let me address this. You work for the man, Kevin. What are you doing? You got to take care of the IHSA website. I didn't even look at the years over there on the side.
That's okay.
Oh, sorry about that. So actually, whenever I saw that it was year 3, I thought, boy, that doesn't seem right. But I didn't even look at the numbers to see that. Year 5.
Yes, sir.
With the Salem Wildcats. That's what when I saw the number, I didn't think that was right. That doesn't make any sense. That's neither here nor there. What have you learned over your years as the JV coach and now the varsity coach, or were you working with the freshman team before you became the varsity coach?
I was on staff as basically fresh soft assistant for a year, and then was able to take over the following year as varsity head coach.
Yeah.
And man, I have learned patience. A lot of patience. You have a vision in your head of what things are going to look like or supposed to look like, and sometimes it doesn't look like that. And so the intriguing thing, I think, Pete, is since you're now in year 5, you've had a class go all the way through from freshman players. While you've been varsity head coach, right,
all the way through from freshman players through graduation. Is that one of the best parts of the gig, getting the opportunity to see a student athlete grow and get better?
100%, and just from all aspects, an athletic aspect, a competitive standpoint, maturity, and them just learning on their end, also learning patience and how to battle adversity and those types of things. And then you see them as little freshmen, and then they're big and grown, and then they graduate, and see them when they're in their college years, and come back to visit from time to time, or just keep in touch with them in general. And so it's really cool, and I enjoy that part of it.
I was going to say, how often do you get a kid coming, giving you a text or something, getting in touch with you as a kid that you coached maybe 3 or 4 years ago?
Sam Green, he graduated a couple years ago, actually, Kevin, our AD's son, and he's actually Carbondale SIUC
radio television kid.
He's doing that, and he got hired on as a basketball manager this year.
Oh, did he? Good for him.
So we've been staying in touch quite a bit. We have a really good relationship, and I really enjoy him.
You see, now you leads me to another question I was going to ask you. Sam worked a bunch of the football games with Bill Hawley.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if he was going to work with Bill on any of the basketball games.
I told him, I said, we'll have you anytime. We'll have you anytime. Because I think it's something he's really passionate about, and I think he could be pretty good at it. So, but enjoyed seeing him up in the press box, because I'm always working the clock at our home games, and so happy to see him doing what he's wanting to do.
So you get the kids, you get the kids. That must do your heart proud as well. Whenever you get the kids staying in athletics after you have been, it makes you think you might have rubbed off a little bit on a kid.
Yeah, and maybe not so much just about.
If not just athletics, but
correct. I'm really big on just be a good person.
Yeah.
Right. Treat people right. Be respectful to people. You give respect, get respect, and that's something that I'm passionate about, and try to treat people that way, and just try to build those character traits for guys. And
that is something I think that at a kid, coming in 15 years old, it's probably better off that they don't realize maybe you're trying to instill that into their heads. Or do kids pick up on that maybe after a year or two? I think he's thinking about me. He's not thinking about just the win, but he's thinking about my person down the road.
Yeah, and just trying to really show them that, we do care about them, right?
Yeah.
You're not just here to play basketball. Like, we spend a lot of time. We're going to spend 4 months, day after day after day after day.
How many hours are you spending, do you think, with these kids?
I mean, before games get going here in the next 2 weeks, it's probably going to be,
6 hours a day, 4 or 5 anyway.
I mean, a lot. It's
working out.
It's a lot. And so just trying to get them to understand that life is, you got it pretty good right now, and let's just try to build on that for when you get out of here.
It's also part of it. Part of the thing is also kind of teaching a kid good habits and how to work hard toward a goal, right?
Right. Yeah, 100%, and how to work together, right? Be a team. It's not about you. It doesn't matter where you came from, what school you went to. Somerville, Cahokia, Raccoon, Kell, Salem. Like, we're all here.
You got 5 kids. You got 5 schools feeding in.
Yeah, we're all working towards the same goal. You guys might have played against each other all growing up and all that, but now we're on the same team. How do we make it work? How do we form that chemistry and learn to work together and battle through adversity and just keep going and trying to be our best.
Do the country school rivalries, do they crop up early and then fade pretty fast, or how's that go? Some kid from Selmaville may not like the kid from Raccoon. They might have got shoved on that 8th grade tour.
Right. I'd say a positive is that a lot of them will play, whether they play in our youth football system, and they all play for the Salem team, or they play baseball. A lot of them are playing on our Salem travel baseball team, so they know each other, and maybe you played a different sport together, but maybe not so much basketball, and so it's fun to see them be competitive.
Chance to see them work together.
Yeah, 100%.
I tell you what, that's wonderful. We're talking here with Pete Colclasure with the Salem. He's a Salem High School basketball coach in his 5th year. Kevin, what are you doing? You're leaving me hanging me out to dry here. Maybe I ought to look at my slides before I put them on TV. One of the other things. We're going to come back, talk a lot more here with Pete, talking about Salem basketball, upcoming 25-26 season. Back after this.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Hello, I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Talking here with Pete Colclasure, the Salem High School basketball coach. Salem last year was kind of it was kind of a tough year. It was an up and down year, wasn't it? Really for the Wildcats. He finished here at 7-23 overall and 2-8 in conference play. That is a tough conference, isn't it?
It is. It's pretty top heavy, especially with what Columbia has, what Breeze is going to have every year, and then Freeburg's always competitive, and Roxana is in the mix as well.
Well, see, that's the surprising thing to me, taking a look at this, is that Columbia the year before went like 32-3 or something, and only lost one kid, and then had 7 losses the next year.
Yeah,
that kind of tells you. Now, what's that tell you about the difficulty of putting together a winning high school program?
I mean, it's a grind. Like, it's a super grind. You got to have really good kids, kids that are all in. Like, they have to be all in. They got to find fun and enjoyment and love in the process, right, of things, and not just be satisfied or upset with the end result. So you got to find joy within the process, and if you find kids that just love being in the gym, that really helps.
It's difficult to put a percentage because enthusiasm is really communicable, isn't it? I mean, if you get 1 or 2 kids who really buy in and are enthusiastic and know what's going on, it'll turn a group, won't it? I mean,
100%. We talk about that all the time, right? It's a huge domino effect.
Yeah.
And it can go either way, right? It can be negative, which is probably the easier route because it's way easier to be hard on yourself.
Way easier to be lazy and throw your hands up.
Yeah, but then, man, when you got 3 or 4 guys that are all in and love doing it, and they have high energy every day, those guys that maybe are a little more in their shell still, you start to see them kind of break out, and now they become more vocal. They're talking more, and when the gym's loud and guys are having fun and guys are competing, that's when we love it.
That's you mentioned when the gym's loud, and that's kind of a part of basketball I think that folks don't really pay much attention to or realize how much communication on the court is a big deal, isn't it?
Oh.
You need the kids talking to each other, don't you?
All the time, offensively and defensively, right? We preach communicating on defense because everyone's got to know what screens come in and what they're maybe what they're running, or but we preach it just as much on offense too, right? Because you got to be able to figure it out, and everyone's got to know, depending on what you run, I guess. But everyone's got to know what's going on at all times. So
and sometimes, in the communication part, sometimes folks need reminded.
Correct. Right. Correct. And so
these are 17-year-old boys, and they forget things.
Yeah, 100%. And me and my staff, we went to McKendree a couple weeks ago and watched them practice before they went to play Eastern in an exhibition game, and the gym was never quiet.
No kidding.
It was never quiet. And those guys, they're loud, they're enthusiastic. And it was literally from the second that they took the floor, and even those guys need reminded sometimes on things, right? Because
sure, well, they're college kids. It's the same thing. They need a reminder on what they're supposed to do. Okay, I showed this a second ago, and I'm showing this for this purpose. This is the last year of this conference for the Wildcats. Last year in the Cahokia Conference Mississippi Division. Moving on to the Southern Illinois River to River next year. Which side are you going to be in?
We are on the
Ohio?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I thought you were the Ohio side. Is that's the smaller side or the larger side?
I believe it's the larger side.
Okay. So you'll be playing your new conference will feature Benton, I'm thinking, or are they on the other side? I can't even tell. I don't even know for sure.
Benton, I believe, is on the other side. We'll do.
So you're not going all the way to Massac County.
We are going to Massac.
You are going to Massac.
But they split up Benton and Heron.
Oh, okay.
So we got Massac, Carterville, Benton, Murfreesboro, Harrisburg. So those are the trips.
So you're not going. So you're missing the trip to Anna.
Yep.
Not to make it. Is it a double round robin like it is in the Cahokia Conference? I believe it is.
Yes.
In basketball, right?
I believe so.
Also, like the Cahokia, there's no tournament, year-end tournament.
Correct.
What are the benefits and advantages versus disadvantages of moving over to the Southern Illinois River?
I like it. I like it for us, for our basketball program. I like it for a lot of our sports, but specifically basketball. I just think there's more diversity as far as, Breeze Central's a tough out every year. They've won our conference 5 or 6 years in a row now. I don't know if they've lost a conference game in that time.
If so, not recently.
Yeah. And so I just think it's more diverse. I don't think you have a team. You might have teams that are very competitive every year, but not necessarily maybe win the conference every year. And so I think it's good for us.
I'm sitting here thinking of the rivalries that can get restarted or get started in with Salem entering the new conference, because it's a lot closer drive, Salem to Benton, than it is Salem to Wood River, East Alton Wood River.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's a 50-minute drive, 45-minute drive on the interstate, as opposed to, what was it to?
Oh, it's about an hour 45.
Roxanne,
on a bus, about an hour 45.
Yeah, so, and then you have that, and you have Heron is down there, like you said. Murfreesboro is... You get to go through Carbondale. That's always fun.
Right.
Might be able to stop and get a Boobies sandwich or something on the way back. But that's wonderful. It's fun for the kids to get an opportunity to see other teams, isn't it?
Yeah, and honestly, for me and my staff as well, I got a fairly new staff for the most part. We've added a couple guys, and
tell me about your staff.
So we got my freshman coach Dylan Cordy. He is a graduate from Carmi High School.
Oh, really? What year?
He's young.
He must be.
He's 26.
Okay, I was going to say I'm trying to remember the name playing. I guess he must have played some.
Yeah, he played. When did he graduate? He graduated in 2017 or 2018, somewhere around there. And he started for him as a senior, and he does a good job with our kids. And he's going into his second year, and then we just added new JV coach Connor Brooks.
Okay.
And he coached with our girls program last year. Actually,
he's young too. Isn't he?
Yep. He's also 26, will be 27, but just a great knack for the game.
You have a young staff.
We are very young.
Is Connor Brooks the JV coach?
He is.
Okay. Well, I got to ask, I'm going to go to break here in a second. Do you guys get out on the court and play live?
For me,
how are our knees holding up?
Year 1 and 2, maybe a little more. I've started to take a step back. I'm getting a little slower. I'm aching a little more.
Yeah, that might be wise.
But those guys, they absolutely can. If we need a scout team or something, you guys are lacing them up today.
There you go. Oh, that's fun. Talking here at Pete Colclasure. We're going to talk about the players when we return here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back after this.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. My music, there it goes. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV, joined by Pete Colclasure. He's the Salem head basketball coach, and we are talking about the Wildcats upcoming season for 25-26 as you lost, 3 seniors from last year's team?
Yep. Noah Nix, Aiden Rose, and Mike King Etris.
Good size you're going to have to replace there, isn't it?
Yeah, though Aiden and Noah were 2 very big kids that we had, and so we won't be near as big, but I think we'll be more athletic and we'll be faster.
See, that's the thing. It seems like to me, Coach, whenever at the high school level anyway, whenever you lose some height, the taller high school kids, for the most part, aren't nearly as fast as the ones that are 6 feet tall.
Right.
And you end up getting a little faster, don't you?
Yeah. And we got some kids that are pretty athletic.
Who's your senior class?
Rygan Warren. That's our guy.
Really?
That's our senior.
The one senior.
The one senior.
You're young then.
Yeah. We'll have a good junior group, and then we'll have some sophomores that get some opportunities. And so we'll be fairly.
Tell me about your juniors.
Peyton.
Who's fighting for time?
We've got Avery and Peyton Gullion, twins,
Okay.
about 6'3", very long.
Toby's boys?
Yep.
Okay.
They're very long, and then Caden Bevelow, who started for us all year last year as a sophomore,
Right, yeah.
he returns for us, and Landon Maxey, point guard, who got some spot starts last year for us and was our 6th man for most of the year, and so he got quite a bit of experience last year. And then Madden Thompson's another kid who didn't see the floor much in varsity last year, but played a lot of JV and played a lot of varsity for us this summer. So looking forward to seeing what he can do. And then our young sophomores, Luke Bolt is a lefty. Great shooter.
Nice.
Very nice IQ. And so he's learning the game and picking it up quick. And then Logan Butts will be some size for us. He's about 6'4", strong kid and moves really well for his size. And so excited to see those guys compete for us this year as well.
Well, I tell you what, it's just kind of it's high school athletes. It's a cycle, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, do any of these kids remind you of some of the younger kids that you've had in the last several years, or remind you of maybe kids that you played with whenever you were playing high school basketball? in a good comparison?
It's hard to say. I think they're unique in their own ways. Reigen's just plays really fast. He's super athletic. He's probably 6 feet tall, but he can easily play above the rim. He can get up and go get it, and elevates really well. Kind of like a Connor Tennyson.
Right. Connor Tennyson 2 years ago graduated and was a do-it-all player.
Yeah, very athletic and could drive it well. And so Reigen can do those things as well. And then, honestly, the twins, Peyton and Avery, they kind of remind me of a Caleb Anthony, who was in my first team, he was athletic and lanky.
Yeah.
And so he was a little bit stronger than they are now, but reminds me of.
You mentioned the summer. How did the Wildcats do over the summer? How many tournaments did you hit?
I think we played 10 games this summer, so not as much as we typically would in the past, but we were kind of working on some new things, and so needed to make sure we knew what we were doing before we went out and played. But overall, I felt like we had a great summer. I think we won 7 of those games and lost a couple by just like a sudden death shot in a shootout. Stuff like that. But competed well. We went over to Pinckneyville. We played in the Pinckneyville League in the summer on Monday nights, and so got some games over there and took a trip up to Pana. And so I was very pleased with how we competed.
That's always fun over the summertime to kind of get a view of your squad versus teams that you may not see over the course of the year, as well as teams that you will, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's one of the great things about it is we played teams this summer that we won't see.
Yeah, you're not seeing.
We're not going to see unless maybe it's something in the postseason or something. Yeah. But we won't see those guys.
You mentioned postseason. What do you think about being Class 2A?
We like it.
I'll bet.
We like it. We skimmed by. I don't know how.
I was wondering how that happened.
I don't know how we did, but yeah,
I was surprised.
I don't know how that happened, but
I haven't talked to Coach Green clearly, or he would have had the records in there. But are we looking at getting some maybe back into the postseason hosting business?
Man, I hope so. We feel like we got to be close to being due.
It's been a while now.
It's been, I think, like 6 years.
Yeah.
And obviously, I've never have the opportunity to host a postseason. So I hope our time is close.
Well, let's see what we can do about that. You're watching Big Talk. Come back, talk about schedules a little bit. Salem starting the 25 season is the first game at the Capital Classic.
It is.
Starting at the Capital Classic the day after Thanksgiving. We'll talk about all of it here when we return on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back after these.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Pete's here from Salem High School, and we are talking about the basketball season. It starts on the day after Thanksgiving. It is November 28th. Are you on the Lawrenceville side?
We are. We're on the Lawrenceville side this year.
Who you playing?
Game one, we've got Vincennes Lincoln. Yep. Which they got in 2 years ago, I believe, but I believe this is their last year.
Yeah, I believe they're being replaced by Flora.
Yeah. Yep.
It'll be 7 out of 8 teams from the NEC.
Yeah, how about that?
That's something. If you could talk Carmi into, I bet you could talk Carmi into coming up if T-Town ever gets out. I think T-Town is getting out sometime. From what I hear, but who knows? I don't. And then Olney's going to be tough like normal. Then you happen into Lawrenceville.
Yeah.
How'd you end up getting the on the Lawrenceville side as opposed to Red Hill? Lawrenceville's supposed to be really good this year.
Yeah, I think they at least returned 3 starters, and those guys they get after it pretty good. So
well, the good thing about facing a tough Capital Classic is that that makes you're jumping into the shallow end of the pool with St. Anthony and Breeze Central then, right?
Yeah.
Why did you front load your schedule like this? Do we need to have another chat with Kevin Green?
We've actually made quite a bit of adjustments to it, so it just is the way it is. But man, you know what?
And then Nashville, former state champions.
Yep, and then Columbia.
And then Olney again.
And Olney again.
So it looks like to me that you've got you're really going to test your mettle on the first in through December. It looks like to me with and then you have how'd you end up with the Saturday game against East Alton Wood River, or do you know?
I believe we were supposed to play on the 22nd of December, which would have put us
Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, right before Christmas break started. And I don't know. I think it was on their end. They didn't want to play that game on that night, so we're going over on Saturday, and it'll be a mega day with JV girls, varsity girls, then JV boys, varsity boys.
Oh, well, that's handy. Fans of both of the boys and the girls teams can just go spend the day.
Yeah.
A nice way to do it. And it's a day rather than a night.
Correct. Which is clutch.
That helps talk you into it, doesn't it? And then in January, eases up a little bit probably with I'm not certain how good Vandalia is going to be this year, but you get a few smaller schools more into the Class 2A range when you're talking about Westland and talking about Modern Days 2A. DuQuoin is 2A. And DuQuoin, they are on the other side though as it comes next to next year, right?
Correct. Yeah. They'll be on the other side.
Who did you add in this year? Who's new this season to the schedule now?
Charleston's new. Flora was new last year, but our game it got canceled due to we had that big ice storm or snowstorm that came through, so we weren't able to play them last year. And then we just added back Nashville. We got in last year.
I didn't recall Nashville being on the schedule from last year. You went down there. I
guess.
Did.
We went to Nashville, and then I don't know how long we've been playing DuQuoin. I mean, we've played them every year since I've been here, but I don't know how much further previously that they've been on the schedule. So
I'm excited. Well, I'm excited for this year as well, of course, but I'm really kind of excited for the conference change to be able to see the Murfreesboros, the Red Devils, and the DuQuoin Indians come up. Harrisburg. I mean, that first time Andy Fehrenbacher hops back into that gym is going to be a hoot, isn't it?
It will be, and that'll be I believe our conference opener at home will be Harrisburg.
Next year?
Yep. I believe so.
That'll be a lot of fun for a lot of people. I'm certain a lot of people will give Andy a big old hearty round of applause. Right?
They should.
They should. That's exactly right. Well, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Numbers are good all the way down through the. How about through the? You mentioned you went to a Selmaville Iuka game the other night. How are the numbers at the even lower levels than high school? 7th and 8th grade got pretty good numbers of kids going out.
Yeah, I was fairly surprised. Iuka's got a lot of kids, and now they don't know how Somerville does it. I think they kind of do the same thing. They start with 5th grade, I think.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of kids on each bench, and they were competing their tails off. So we like to see that.
Well, and that's what builds the winning program down the rest of the way, doesn't it?
Yep.
You and I were talking prior to the show off the air. The Salem basketball program is one that is kind of an enigma, isn't it? You'll never have the gigantic high highs, but you kind of avoid the low lows too, don't you? It's kind of in the middle most of the time.
Yeah. It ebbs and flows with classes, and we've had some successful years. Year one, we went to the regional championship game and finished top 3 in the conference, and then we've dropped off a little bit, but hopefully this year with the group we have and the kids that we feel we got a good group that are all in and kind of get us back to playing the way we want to play and get us back in the right spot.
Well, I think it's going to be fun to watch. We've got we'll be there at Salem. Wabash will be there. I think we have 6 boys games and 5 girls games, as well as the entire Salem Invitational Tournament, and we always have a lot of fun doing that entire tournament. Is that a special tournament to you?
I love that tournament so much. It's electric. I mean, on Saturday night, it's championship night, and that place, when BE Gum is packed full, and I need to get around more gyms, but man, it's hard to beat.
It's huge.
It's hard to beat.
It's one of the biggest gyms. Well, you're going to be going to some bigger gyms now. In the new conference. You'll go down. West Frankfort is one of the biggest. You ever been into West Frankfort?
I have not. I've seen the pictures and clips of it, but I've never been in it.
It holds about 5,000 people.
Does it really?
Yeah,
Wow.
It's giant. Was it? I can't remember the name. Mum Gymnasium or Manny's Gym or something like that. Of course, then you go to Benton, and you've been to Benton, of course, and it's Mr. I'm a brain cramp. The coach from SIU.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing.
I'm drawing a blank. I see.
We're gonna come up with it.
I see the face too.
His brother goes to Aldi, for crying out loud. Oh,
Dan Herron Gym.
Rich Herron.
Rich Herron.
Rich Herron Gymnasium. Rich Herron Gymnasium in Benton is a fun. I think BE Gum, in terms of being able to see the floor and only being 3-sided. That's the other thing about BE Gum. It's just 3-sided. There is not a bad seat in that gym.
No, there's not. You can sit in the very top row and see everything perfectly fine. I think it holds something like 3,500, something like that, and it's just about 3,500.
Well, you see, now that's how you kept getting all the postseasons because, well, first of all, back several years ago, you were more willing to host. It seems like postseason than other schools were, and that's a big help.
Yeah, I can remember being in high school and we were hosting sectionals and super sectionals for the Woodlawn, those really good Woodlawn teams, and Cesar-Villiers, and man, that place was just absolutely.
I think what happened was there was that wave of rebuilding new high schools about 10 or 15 years ago.
It was,
and that's kind of what has replaced, what has added more teams into the rotation.
I believe so.
Let's put it that way. But folks, you need to come out. The season starts it starts in Lawrenceville on the 28th, the day after Thanksgiving, and come to BE Gum throughout the course of the season. There's going to be a fun team to watch.
I believe so.
You guys are going to have a good time, and best of luck to you. Have a wonderful time at it. That is Pete Colclasure. He's He's the head coach of the Salem High School Wildcats. I'm Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll see you next time on Big Talk. Have a great day.